I am up and at it bright and early on Tuesday, the Tuesday before Christmas. And I have a lot of stuff to do today, and Junior's still asleep, so I'm going to try and get some of it done. And I'm going to take you along for the day. I gotta do my hair first, but we're making a lot of handmade Christmas presents this year to go along with long distance friendships and just family in general that we don't typically buy gifts for, because we try to be as frugal as possible when it comes to Christmas stuff and only buying for the kids. So today I am making herbal lip balm, antibacterial ointment, and farmer's hand cream. All of those recipes you can find in my book, so I'm not going to share those recipes with you yet. And then I'm going to try to make some chocolate crinkle cookies, and I'm also going to try to make some other stuff, lotion, and I don't know. Eventually, when Junior wakes up, he's not awake yet, he's going to help me make the cookies. But I'm going to just take you along, kind of like a vlog today. And I'm not really big into like doing a lot of vlogs because I don't have the time to do it, but I figured I'd take you along for the day. But I'm going to show you these cute little labels. Look, aren't they cute? I made these on my computer. They're so cute. Alright, I'm going to get started, get what I can get done before Junior wakes up, and then have fun with cookies. So here we go. So I have recently discovered the curling wand. And it literally only takes me like 10 minutes to do my hair in the morning because I can use the curling wand. And it is so super easy. So here's what my hair looks like before I shape it up. And I really can't stress you enough, I love this wand. I've tried other wands and, you know, we don't have time to do these things, right? But this is the Longe wand. I'm going to link it below for you. I got both of them. I got the 32mm and the 25mm when they were doing their Black Friday sale, and I love them both. They're both amazing. I'm using the 32mm today because I'm just at home wanting some waves, wanting to look nice when the husband gets home, and of course for the video too. But this is what it looks like. I let it set before I run my fingers through it, and it's just a more natural look. The 25mm is a really tight curl, and I do that when we go to church or when we go out somewhere and I'm wanting more of a tighter curl that'll last longer. But I love it. It takes me 10 minutes to do my hair, and I've gotten so where I only wash my hair like every other day or every 2 to 3 days, and my hair is thicker because of it. It's not as greasy. It's healthier. My overall hair health has improved greatly. Now let's see. So see, these are looser curls. Not that any of you men who are watching care, but for you mamas who want a quick do your hair type thing, go with the wand. The wand is awesome. Now I just pull my hair back in a little poof because it keeps my hair out of my face. Here's what it looks like. I don't know if you can see the back or not. So I have a lot of ingredients that I'm working with here today. Obviously, mason jars. Whenever you're doing anything with herbs, you have to have mason jars. I even have the big half-gallon ones to put my herbs in. That's just how I love storing them. Today I'm using organic olive oil because that's all I have. I forgot to get my almond seed or almond oil. I've got a weight or scale because it's really important to weigh out all of your herbs and all of your ingredients. Right now I've got chamomile infused oil getting ready to go in the oven. Trick, if you preheat your oven to 300 degrees, turn it off, and then put your herb infused oil in there. It'll infuse the oil quicker than having to let it set for, 3 days or whatever. I am using unrefined shea butter today. That'll go in lotion and hand cream and all that. I'm using yellow beeswax, 100% natural beeswax. I, again, got that from Amazon. All of this came from Amazon. I'll link it below. Cocoa butter. This is definitely for lotion. And sometimes you can put it in a lip balm too if you want. I got these cute little handmade molds. These are actually, if I can get it out, these are actually soap molds
but I use them for soap molds and lotion bar molds. Here, I'll show you what they look like when they're done. Here's what they look like once they're done. They're really cute. I love them. Those are just some old lotion bars I had for the book. And I've got my tins here. These are just little 1 ounce tins. They're really super easy to get and make with. And then I've got my labels that I made over here. Those are the Avery labels that I'm going to use with everything. I forgot to tell you, one of the most important ingredients today is coconut oil. This is important for lots of different reasons, but it's important in the things that we're making today. So another important ingredient that I'll link below. So the first thing I'm making is lip balm. So in here I've already got my cocoa butter, I've already got my coconut oil. So now I have some leftover chamomile infused oil from the last batch that I made, and it smells so good. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in there too. Let me see what my recipe calls for. I'm making a double batch. It says a 1/2 ounce, so I'm gonna do an entire ounce. And then I need my beeswax. That's another ounce. Trick on your weight, if you keep hitting the tare button, it'll reset the tare and you can just start over with your weight. So I need an ounce of beeswax. And I really like these little pasty beeswax beads. It's so much easier than cutting beeswax. Okay, so I've got my coconut oil, my infused oil, my beeswax, my cocoa butter. I put my cocoa butter in there before I started. Now I gotta melt it all down, and then I'll add my peppermint and eucalyptus and all that good stuff. So I just put a pot of water on my stovetop. Basically how you do this is you create a double boiler. So you remember I put all of my stuff in my jar, but now I'm gonna put this jar down into the water that is in this pan, and I'm gonna bring it to a boil and then lower the heat a little bit and start stirring this, and as it melts it'll create my lip balm. And then I just take my lip balm after it's all finished melting and I put my oils in and mix it up, and then I put my lip balm in my tins, and that's it. I'm done. So my lip balm has hardened up, and they're in these cute little tins, and I've got my cute little Herbal lip balm label on there. And so once these cool completely, I will put the tops on. But now we're getting started on Farmer's hand cream or Farmer's lotion, whatever you prefer. I've got some fractionated coconut oil in here. I decided to use that today with some beeswax. I also have a little bit of chamomile infused oil in there. And here I have water, vitamin E oil, and essential oil of choice. And then what we'll do is, lotion is a little bit trickier than lip balm, and it requires an immersion blender. So, you know, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. We'll see what happens this time. I just realized that I put all of that chamomile infused oil in the oven, and I don't even think I'm going to need it. Oh well, but I love having chamomile infused oil on hand. The sun is everywhere, because we use it for cuts and scrapes and burns, and then I make a lot of salves and lotions and lip balms, and chamomile is my go-to herb for all of that because it's very soothing. I've got some lip balm on right now. It's hydrating my lips. It's really great. So go pre-order my book so you can get all of these awesome recipes. It'll be out in April, in time for you to start planting herbs and then harvesting herbs and then using your herbs. And then next year you too can make all of this stuff for Christmas. So I've taken my fractionated coconut oil and beeswax mixture all out of the double boiler. We're going to let it come to room temperature, but we need to watch it because we don't want it to completely solidify or get too hard. If it does, you can boil it down again, no big deal. But once it starts getting cloudy and solidifying, then we will add the water, essential oil, vitamin E oil mixture, and we will blend it with the immersion blender. And if all works right, we will have beautiful Farmer's hand cream lotion by the time we're done. Happened so fast that I did not have time to show you. I didn't even think about grabbing my camera, but here's the hand cream. You can make it as loose or as thick as you want. It's a little bit loose because it's more of a cream, not a body butter. So I made it a little loose, and so I'm going to put it into my tins. Now I am doing these little tins because this lotion can last up to 2 months, but it can last a little longer if you put it in the refrigerator. But otherwise, it doesn't last that long since it's homemade. So I'm not doing too big of a tin because they will never use it all in the amount of time. So we're gonna go ahead and put our ingredients together that need to be melted down. I am doubling my recipe, so I am gonna go ahead and weigh out my oil. So what the trick to this Ozeri scale and most scales is that you put your jar on first so that you have your tare, and then you turn it on. And that way it automatically zeroes it out so that you can not weigh the jar, but weigh what's in the jar. So I need 6 ounces if I have enough of my calendula oil. If I don't have enough, we might just do a regular batch. I don't think I have enough, so we're gonna do the regular batch, which is 3 ounces of the oil. A little bit more, so we'll put just a little bit more of everything else. All right, now I need to measure out a 1/2 ounce of beeswax. And so instead of trying to do the math in my head, you just hit tare again and it zeroes it out again, which is really super cool with kitchen scales, and it comes in handy a lot. So I need a 1/2 ounce of beeswax. So that's it for now. And then I'm gonna melt this down, and then I'm gonna add the rest. Final thing that I'm making today is lotion bars, the one that I showed you before. Lotion bars typically call for cocoa butter, beeswax, and coconut oil. Then you can add infused oils or essential oils, but I actually do mine kind of half and half. I do coconut oil, beeswax, and then I do unrefined shea butter. Shea butter, you know, you wouldn't want to eat it or nothing, but it kind of looks yummy. It's so soft and gooey, and it's really great for the skin, and it literally cuts like butter. So I use shea butter because it's good for your skin, and I just like it that way. So I'm gonna go ahead and melt this down and then pour it into the molds. So I haven't forgotten about the antibacterial ointment. Basically what I was doing is allowing it to rest and then stirring it up to make it a little bit whipped, because it is an antibacterial ointment, not a salve. So I'm just whipping it a little bit, and then I'm gonna go ahead and pour it into my containers. Now lotion bars set up rather quickly, so I kind of want to work really quickly with pouring these. So the lotion bars are mostly finished. So this is why it's really important to have the silicone because they pop right out.
Hi.
Can you see?
Yeah.
All right, so now we've made all the good and healthy stuff. Now we're gonna make the bad and unhealthy stuff. So we're basically gonna undo everything that we just did with all our health stuff with unhealthy chocolate crinkle cookies. So these are gonna be given in care packages as well, along with the healthy herb stuff that I made today.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Junior's gonna help me. Okay, so the first thing that you have to put in is the cocoa powder. Let me measure out the cocoa powder because,
Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't stuff that you want to eat, right? So you do a half cup.
You can just dump it in.
No. Alright, dump that in there. Just don't make it really dusty. Alright, next we need 1 cup of sugar. This is evaporated cane juice. It's organic and we get it from Costco. It works really great. Alright, next we need a 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. Whoa, say excuse me. Okay, there's a 1/4 cup of vegetable oil.
Whoa. I can check this.
Yeah. You can crack eggs. So crack 1 egg. Crack 1 egg into there and put it in, and then crack the other egg into there. And we do this just to make sure the eggs are good. So put that, no, go ahead and put that one in. No. Yep, put that one in. Put your tongue back in your mouth.
Like this one?
Yep.
I'm gonna wash my hands.
Our chickens are slackers. For the first time in over a year, we had to buy chicken eggs today. And it was not today, but
What's the brown?
the brown spot is a blood spot. Our chickens have that too. Yep. So we bought organic eggs from the store and it did just fine. Turn it on once and then once again.
Wait, how do I do it?
Push it towards you. Oh, it's not plugged up. Hold on. Watch out. Do it one more time. Next comes a teaspoon of vanilla extract.
I'll do that.
A teaspoon of baking powder. I just wing it. Now we need 1 cup of flour.
Now we're just a balance. Hey, Mom, give me that.
No, wait, you gotta turn it off first. What? Turn it off first, Goofy! Turn it off. Okay. Now it's Christmas time, which means there's nothing better during the holidays than chocolate and peppermint together. So I'm gonna add just a couple of drops of peppermint oil to seal the deal. Now that the batter is done, we're gonna add a little bit of confectioner sugar to a bowl. And this is where the chocolate crinkle cookie gets its name. You're gonna roll each cookie ball into the confectioner sugar and put it on your cookie mat. And as it cooks, the white and chocolate color against each other, the cookie begins to make a crackling look. You should know that
These are my favorite cookies in the whole wide world. So when I make these cookies, if you get these cookies as a gift, you should feel pretty privileged that I gave them to you, because normally I would sit here and eat them all. But I love Jesus, and so I'm refraining. I've asked for self-control today so that I can make these cookies for some special people. Is it everything you ever wanted? These are not the chocolate crinkle cookies I was looking for. These are massive chocolate crinkle cookies. But they're not supposed to be massive chocolate crinkle cookies. They're supposed to be mini chocolate crinkle cookies. But I have to say, most of the day turned out okay. And I'm still gonna use these. I think 1 or 2 cookies will be okay in care packages, and if they don't work, if they don't turn out right, I'll just make another batch. But anyhow, everything else today went pretty smooth considering, but my glasses are a mess, like a flower in my hair. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys are really just not rushing through Christmas, and I hope you're enjoying it, taking the time to remember that it's about friends and family and love and Jesus, and really encouraging one another and loving one another as much as possible. Thank you for following me on my little journey today of making some handmade Christmas items and cookies that may or may not be a complete and total failure. I don't know what happened. And I hope that you guys have a great Christmas. If I do not put out another video before, have a Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year. And I hope to see you guys again soon. Thanks. Happy homesteading.